Genesis chapter 19, verses 1 to 29. Sodom and Gomorrah. The two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting at the gate of Sodom. When Lot saw them, he rose to meet them and bowed with his face to the ground. Then he said, "Behold, my lords, please enter your servant's house and spend the night there. Wash your feet and rise early and go on your way." "No," they replied, "we'll spend the night in the street." But Lot pressed them so hard that they came to him and entered his house. He gave them a feast and baked unleavened bread, and they ate. They had not yet gone to bed when the people of the city, the people of Sodom, surrounded the house, from the children to the old men. The whole population had come together. They called Lot and said to him, "Where are the men who came into your house last night? Bring them out to us, that we may know them." Lot went out to them at the entrance to the house and shut the door behind him. And he said, "My brothers, I beg you, do no evil. Behold, I have two daughters who have known no man. I will bring them out to you, and you may do to them whatever you please. Just don't do anything to these men, for they have come under the shadow of my roof." They said, "Withdraw." They said, "This one came as a stranger, and he wants to be the judge. Well, we'll do worse to you than to them." And pressing Lot with violence, they went forward to break down the door. The men stretched out their hand, drew Lot towards them into the house, and shut the door. And they struck blind the people who were at the entrance of the house, from the least to the greatest, so that they took useless trouble to find the door. The men said to Lot, "Who do you still have here? Son-in-law, sons and daughters, and all that you have in the city. Bring them out of this place. For we are going to destroy this place, because the cry against its inhabitants is great before the Lord. The Lord has sent us to destroy it." Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law who had taken his daughters. "Get up," he said. "Get out of this place, for the Lord is going to destroy the city." But to his sons-in-law he seemed to be joking. At dawn the angels urged Lot, saying, "Get up, take your wife and your two daughters who are here, lest you perish in the ruin of the city." And when he delayed, the men seized him, his wife and his two daughters by the hand, for the Lord wished to spare him. They led him away and left him outside the city. When they had brought them out, one of them said, "Run for your life. Don't look behind you, and don't stop in all the plain. Run to the mountain, lest you perish." Lot said to them, "Oh no, Lord. Behold, I have found favor in your sight, and you have shown the greatness of your mercy toward me by preserving my life. But I cannot flee to the mountain before disaster overtakes me, and I perish. Behold, this city is near enough for me to take refuge in, and it is small. Oh, that I could flee there. Is it not small? And that my soul might live." And he said to her, "Behold, I give you this grace again, and I will not destroy the city of which you speak. Make haste to take refuge there, for I can do nothing until you get there." That's why the town is called Zoar. The sun was rising over the land when Lot entered Zoar. Then the Lord rained brimstone and fire down from heaven on Sodom and Gomorrah. And he destroyed those cities, and all the plain, and all the inhabitants of the cities, and the plants of the earth. Lot's wife looked back and became a pillar of salt. Abraham rose early in the morning to go to the place where he had stood before the Lord. He looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and over all the territory of the plain, and behold, he saw smoke rising from the earth, like the smoke of a furnace. When God destroyed the cities of the plain, he remembered Abraham, and he brought Lot out of the midst of the disaster, by which he overturned the cities where Lot had made his dwelling. Lot left Zoar for the heights and settled on the mountain with his two daughters, for he was afraid to stay in Zoar. He lived in a cave, he and his two daughters. The elder said to the younger, "Our father is old, and there is no man in the land to come to us, as is the custom in every land. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and lie with him, that we may preserve our father's race." So they made their father drink wine that night, and the eldest went to bed with her father. He didn't notice when she went to bed or when she got up. The next day, the eldest said to the youngest, "Behold, I slept with my father last night. Let us make him drink wine again this night, and go to bed with him, that we may preserve our father's race." They made their father drink wine again that night, and the youngest went to sleep with him. He didn't notice when she lay down or when she got up. Lot's 2 daughters became pregnant by their father. The elder bore a son, whom she named Moab. He is the father of the Moabites to this day. The younger also bore a son, whom she named Ben-Ami. He is the father of the Ammonites to this day.